All right, guys, we were on the Bible. We are on starting a new book on the Bible, Numbers. So we're on Numbers 1. Numbers 1, the fourth book of Moses called Numbers. So Numbers. This one's 2 pages, so it's kind of long, 2.5 pages. And the Lord spoke unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai. So this is in the wilderness of Sinai. And the tabernacle of the congregation on the first day of the second month in the second year after they were come out of the land of Egypt. So the second year, second month. Take ye the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel after their families by the house of their fathers with the number of their names, every male by their poll, from 20 years old and upward, all that are able to go forth to war in Israel. From 20 years old and upward. Thou and Aaron shall number them by their armies. And with you there shall be a man of every tribe, every one head of the house of his fathers. And these are the names of the men that shall stand with you, of the tribe of Reuben, Elizur the son of Shador, of Simeon, Shelumiel the son of Zurishaddai, of Judah, Nasan the son of Aminadab of Issachar, Nathaniel the son of Zwar of Zebulun, Eliab the son of Helon of children of Joseph, Ephraim, Elishama the son of Amidud of Manasseh, Gamaliel the son of Paduzer, of Benjamin, Abidan the son of Gideoni, of Dan, Ahiezer the son of Ammishaddai. So we have Benjamin, we have Asher, Pagiel the son of Akron, of Gad, Eliasaph the son of Duel, Naphtali, Ahira the son of Enan. These were the renowned of the congregation, princes of the tribes of their fathers, heads of thousands in Israel. So it's a trip because these are actually, and these are the names of the men that shall stand with you of the tribe. So Elizur, the son of, the tribe of Reuben, these are like the leaders of those tribes. So if you really think about it, it's pretty fascinating. So you got like, the first one was Reuben, Elizur, and then Shelumiel, Nahshon, Nathaniel, Eliab, that's what Manasseh. You got Gamaliel, Abidan, Ahiezer, Pagiel, Eliasaph, Ahira. So that's not 12, is it? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Elishama. Yeah, so, wow. Just like you don't really hear about these people, right? You know about the 12 tribes, but you don't hear. Like, this is the first war God's sending out. Like, the first war. Like, God's demanding that they go to war. This is insane, dude. If you really think about it, this is insane. It's like I'm going insane just talking to myself, but this is insane right here. From 20 years old and upward, all that are able to go forth to war in Israel, thou and Aaron shall number them by their armies, every one head of the house of his fathers. This is insane. And Moses and Aaron took these men which are expressed by their names, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward by their poll, as the Lord commanded Moses. So he numbered them in the wilderness of Sinai. The wilderness of Sinai. And the children of Reuben, Israel's eldest son, by their generations after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names by their poll, every male from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. Those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Reuben, were 46,500. So 46,500. Of the children of Simeon, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, those that were numbered of them, according to the number of the names by their polls, every male from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. Those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Simeon, were 59,300. So 59,300. So it's just going to keep listing them, if you guys know anything about the Bible. Of the children of Gad, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. Those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Gad, were 45,000. So 45,650. Of the children of Judah, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. Those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Judah, were 314,600. So 314,600. I'm pretty sure. Of the children of Issachar, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war, those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Issachar, were 54,400. So 54,400. So Judah has a big tribe. Of the children of Zebulun, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the... So this is the children of Zebulun. From 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war, those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Zebulun, were 57,400. So 57,400. Of the children of Joseph, namely of the children of Ephraim, by their generations, after their families, so namely of the children of Ephraim. So Ephraim, fragmented from Joseph. Ephraim had the biggest population coming from the line of Joseph. By the house of their fathers, according to the number of their names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war, those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Ephraim, were 40,500. So 40,500. Of the children of Manasseh, it's weird, these guys drive by in like go-karts and stuff, and they're not security, that's for sure. Like security, like these guys, I don't know what they're like, leaders of this school or something. They look like they're coaches or like somebody of authority. They just seem kind of cringy to me. They kind of lame. By the they're like white men. They just seem kind of weird. I don't know. They just seem like fucking CIA white men, like Secret Service, like, you know, all the shit you've been seeing on the fucking guys that take care of Trump and shit. All those fucks. Not even just Trump, even fucking Kamala. Of the children of Manasseh, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war, those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Manasseh, were 32,000. So 32,200. Of the children of Benjamin, all that were able to go forth to war, those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Benjamin, were 35,400. So 35,400. The children of Dan, by their generations, after the families, house of their fathers, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and upward, all were able to go forth to war. Those that were numbered, even of the tribe of Dan, were 3,2,700. So 30, I'm saying that's like 302,700. So Dan had a big tribe. Of the children of Asher, by their generations, by their families, the house of their fathers, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and up, all that were able to go to war. Those that were numbered, even the tribe of Asher, were 45. So 41,500. Of the children of Naphtali, throughout their generations, their families, house of their fathers, according to the number, those that were able to go to war, 20 and up, were 50 and 3,400. So 53,400. These are those that were numbered, which Moses and Aaron numbered, and the princes of Israel, being 12 men. Each one was for the house of his fathers. So were all those that were numbered of the children of Israel by the house of their fathers, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. Even all that were numbered were 603,550. So 603,550. But the Levites, after the tribe of their fathers, were not numbered among them. Remember, they're like the priests and stuff. For the Lord had spoken unto Moses, saying, Only thou shalt not number the tribe of Levi, neither take the sum of them among the children of Israel, but thou shalt appoint the Levites over the tabernacle of testimony, and over all the vessels thereof, and over all things that belong to it. They shall bear the tabernacle and all the vessels thereof, and they shall minister unto it, and shall encamp round about the tabernacle. And when the tabernacle setteth forward, the Levites shall take it down, and when the tabernacle is to be pitched, the Levites shall set it up, and the stranger that cometh nigh shall be put to death. And the children of Israel shall pitch their tents, every man by his own camp, and every man by his own standard throughout their host. But the Levites shall pitch around the tabernacle of testimony, and there will be no wrath upon the congregation of the children of Israel. So Levites are there to like keep control. That's pretty smart. And the Levites shall keep the charge of the tabernacle of testimony. Like if you think about it, like they don't really keep to this. Maybe they do, the Jewish people, but it's more known that like people go to the where they go to Mecca, right? It's kind of reminds me of like the tabernacle of testimony. It's like when things are going wrong, it's kind of like the court. Tabernacle of testimony is kind of like the court. Tabernacle, the TT right here, tabernacle of testimony, is sort of like court. So the Levites, they're like the priests. They set the court, you know. It's kind of like what happened when Moses' father-in-law came and saw Moses, or was it Levi's father? I can't remember. No, not Levi's. Was it Aaron's father-in-law? Somebody came and was like, look at Moses. You have to handle all this stuff. Why don't you just separate it from the elders? Like, give people positions, you know, take the load off of you. And like big cases, then you come. You be the supreme law, but you know, you got to have some sort of you got to administer a little better. And children of Israel did according to all that the Lord commanded Moses. So did they. It's interesting. Tabernacle of testimony. It says right there, there shall be no wrath upon the congregation of the children of Israel, and the Levites shall keep the charge of the tabernacle of testimony. Levites in charge. It's fascinating, like historically. I don't know. It's more fascinating than someone who just like follows it. I mean, that's fascinating in its own right too. Someone who does it like faith without really finding this history fascinating. I don't know. Interesting so far. They're going to war. Time to take over the world now. Set up our people. God came out of nowhere. God's like, you know, I'm going to start. This is the beginning in a sense, you know. It goes from like God creating the world, all these weird stories, and jumping all the way to like all of a sudden there was this powerful Egyptian place. It's weird. Like somebody just all of a sudden decided to want to write the Bible. Oh, snake. Don't be scared of a snake. They're beautiful in their own right too, right? But it's like it went from the beginning. You know, God dispersed people with their own languages and shit. All of a sudden it's people, you know, I don't know. It's like a lot of history, it's kind of vague a little bit. Really broad. Till you get to Moses, pretty much. Till you get to Moses. A lot of God's just, all of a sudden there's God, his power decides to show up and war.